Here's this week's weekly Witch Queen campaign mission. Get a solo flawless run on master difficulty. Togetherness is the weekly modifier, which means that the only way to heal myself is by standing next to allies. As I'm doing this solo, I had to come up with a build with that in mind. So with that said, I'm using a solar Warlock with Well of Radiance and Healing Rift, and I'm producing Elemental Wells to give me Well of Life, which is a 10-second healing boost. As a backup plan, I've equipped a Glaive so that I can use its shield to resist incoming damage when necessary. So those are the basic ways in which I chose to counteract Togetherness and just generally stay alive while being spammed by hundreds of Cabal, Scions, tanks, and bosses, etc. As far as the enemies go in this mission, there's anti-barrier and unstoppable champions, there's Cabal tanks, gladiators, and void shields. So how am I planning on tackling these guys? Well, for starters, I have the exotic chest piece, Starfire Protocol, which gives me 2 fusion grenades, coupled with the aspect Touch of Flame for double explosions. That basically means my grenades are 4 times deadlier. Of course, I'm running tier 10 discipline to maximize uptime, and if you didn't know, while standing in Well of Radiance and dealing weapon damage, fusion nades are almost instantly refreshed. So even though Well of Radiance is an amazing defensive super, it allows for amazing DPS grenade spam too. For dealing with unstoppables, I'm purely relying on Unstoppable Solar Melee mod from the seasonal artifact. I'm not using any unstoppable weapon mods at all. The only reason I can make this work is because I'm using the exotic grenade launcher Parasite from the Witch Queen campaign, which basically does the highest burst damage in the game, aside from maybe some supers. If you didn't know how that works, basically you build up stacks of Worm's Hunger just by getting kills, and once you get 20 stacks, which is the max, you deal massive burst damage. I'm not sure on the numbers, but it does a lot of damage. So essentially, as long as I have close to max stacks on Parasite and I have my Celestial Fire charged and ready, I can go in, stun the champ, and one-shot him. Otherwise, I'm boosting damage, Parasite included, is from Font of Might on my armor mods. So Solar Wells not only give me that 10 seconds of healing from Well of Life, but they also give me 10 seconds of 25% extra solar weapon damage. And I'm using the Fragment Ember of Torches, which also gives me a 25% weapon damage. And that's across all weapons, and they stack together as far as I know. So for general ad clear and the barrier champs, I'm using my crafted Season of the Haunted assault rifle Firefight, which has enhanced osmosis, which is great because that means grenade kills will convert my kinetic primary into an energy solar weapon, and yes, it'll proc elemental armaments to give me more solar wells, and it also benefits from Font of Might. So outside of this build specifically, or a very similar grenade build, the gun is just mediocre. But in this case, it's really good, with all the working synergies. So, as I already mentioned, I'm using the Enigma Craftable Void Glaive. I'm not just using it to put up the shield and block, but I'm also using it to take out all the Void Shield and Cabal, and there's quite a lot of them. And I'm using the melee ability on the Glaive as well against gladiators. In the room with the big staircase and in the platform room, the melee ability on the Glaive is absolutely clutch. When you're getting mobbed by gladiators, they're pretty tanky. Like assault rifle's not going to do anything. You need to get rid of them right away. So not only can I block with the Glaive, but I can also use the melee. Glaives are just amazing. Kind of bummed that they don't have the Unstoppable mod this season on them. But yeah, like you can do 3 different things with Glaives. You can shoot the projectiles, you can use the melee, and you can use the shield. So pretty cool. And the Enigma is the first glaive that we got as part of the Witch Queen. So that's about all I have to say about the build. I won't talk through the whole video. The mechanics of the mission are pretty straightforward, so I'll let you sit back and enjoy. By the way, if you do enjoy, this is a new channel, so any likes, subs, comments are greatly appreciated. More than happy to engage with people talking with me in the comment section. I might try a solo Glassway coming up before reset, but other than that, I've been working on a guide video on how to craft weapons and farm all the red borders in the game. From the intro to crafting in Season 16 all the way to Season 18. So hopefully you can look forward to that in the coming days. And that's about it. So thanks for watching up to this point. I'll see you in the next one.
Cabal's shield blocking the doorway. Looks like they got up here first. Eris, the pyramid is reacting to our presence somehow. Opening doors, moving platforms.
Perhaps it senses something in you. When I explored these strange passageways, I felt it sensed something in me, too. I resented it at first. To believe it recognized in me some secret kinship. But like you, Guardian, I have learned to use it.
Supplies everywhere. It looks like they're trying to establish a foothold inside the pyramid.
Hoping to pilfer artifacts of darkness for their war against war itself, I assume. Xivu Arath destroyed their homeworld, and the conquerors do not take well to being conquered.
think that device is jamming the pyramid's movement somehow. You said the pyramid recognizes something in us, Eris. But what?
A defender. A finely honed blade. Curiosity. It could be any of those. Or none. Ikora too has asked this question, and my answer is always the same. Pure speculation. I worry the ambiguity weighs on her too heavily.
I don't think the pyramid is helping us out of generosity, Darkness. It's manipulating us, using us somehow. But darkness is a neutral force, but the pyramids have an agenda. Until we know what it is, we can't let our guard down. Something must control these ships. We've never seen a pilot.
In her journeys beyond the heliopause, Queen Marisol encountered the entity that commands the pyramids. She said its mind spoke louder than any other she has ever heard. A cacophony of thought. Perhaps those voices steer these ships.
Cora said that this new ability allows you to see psychic imprints of past events. And if you commune with the pyramid, you might be able to see the imprint on Sagira's shell. It's strange. The light made you forget, and now the darkness helps you remember. The Cabal are trying to destroy the statue. We have to stop them, or you won't be able to commune with the pyramid. calling to us. Be careful, Guardian. Eris, we communed with the statue. We can't tell yet if anything has changed. It seems like we might not notice the effects until we're back in Savathun's throne world. Either way, we don't want to stay here longer than we have to.